I think in IT, people are everything, and the technical term is talent management.
Mm-hmm.
You have a young, talented IT manager, and she comes in and says, "Dave, I really want to be a CIO," and how do you help her?
Well, development's custom, right? I mean, everybody comes with their own experience and their own weaknesses and strengths, so you got to really focus on the individual. I think you got to be willing to let people go. So we've created, I think, a pretty positive image for IT and Flextronics, and one of that is I bring people in from the business side because they bring a lot of business knowledge, and I also let my folks go. My European region leader just went to run business effectiveness for one of our number one business units, and so I had to let him go, and that wasn't an easy thing to do, and I wasn't. It was hard to replace him, but he's thrilled with the job. It's great that I can hold him up as an example to the other leaders to say, you know what, you do a great job. You're not just recognized in IT, you're recognized by the business.
Do you do job rotations across disciplines or across regions? You gave an example of IT moving to the business. How about within IT?
We do, Brian. I mean, mentoring is a great process, and we have about 80 mentees that are at the top level. I have 3 mentees myself, and we rotate them every year. So you have a mentee for a year, and then you pick up a new one. And you still have the relationships with the people you had before, and some of them rotate around. We focus a lot on the top talent. We have a quarterly review. My CIO and staff, we're getting together in 2 weeks, for example. We'll sit down and go through every one of those folks on a quarterly basis to assess, what big roles have we got that are open or coming open? Which of these guys would be on the list for that? And since we talked about them last time, has anything changed? Have they kind of, become more impressive or maybe struggling a little bit? And so, careers and development go through life cycles. Not everyone's going to be on this steep learning curve and growth trajectory, right? People plateau. They might even take a step back. Doesn't mean they're bad people. It just means they may have something going on in their personal life or the particular role they're in. For example, I've got a senior director in my apps groups right now who came to me a couple weeks ago and said, look, I've got young kids, my wife's gone back for a PhD, and I just can't be on the road. He's traveling 40–50% of the time right now. He says to me, maybe I need to go look for another job, and that's cool. I totally get that. And I said, no, we want to keep you, but let's figure out how to either, modify your role or maybe put you in a slightly different role, because he's done a great job, and I know that once his wife gets through this, whether it's a year or 3 years, that then he's going to come back and be ready to engage.
Right. That's right.